Have you ever heard of astrology, medical astrology? I'll give you a tip on, today we'll talk about the throat chakra and thyroid. If you think that you have a thyroid issue or could have a thyroid issue, you have to listen to this. I will give you tips that you will never hear from one doctor. First of all, if you have thyroid, you're going to be looking at the second house. You're going to be looking at the sixth house, possibly, if there's Taurus in it. You're also going to be looking at Taurus and possibly Mercury. The second house, if it's got a bunch of planets in it, if you've got any planet in Taurus, and if you've got Taurus on the sixth house. You also want to look at what house has Taurus and if there's any afflictions to that house where Taurus lies. Now, you have to know at the time of birth to know the house place. If you have one of them and your doctor has told you that you don't have a thyroid problem after all the tests, and you clearly have the symptoms of thinning hair, feeling tired, can't lose weight, belly weight, having adrenal issues, then you need to do this. Get a full panel test done on your thyroid. That's your free T3, free T4, free T4, T3, your TSH, your antibodies, and you can also get reverse free T3 done as. If your doctor says, no, we don't need to do all that, BS. Get it all done. Find another doctor. Go to a naturopath, or you can order online. I've ordered from Paloma. I think it's Paloma, yes. But just look up full thyroid tests, and you can order them online and have them delivered. Yes, it can happen in Canada as well. Once you get that done, you're going to want to look at the results yourself. And they're going to give you a range of, you should be in between this range and that range. You want to be in the middle. Okay, you've got to take the test without, if you take thyroid medication, you want to take the test without taking your thyroid medication. You want to take it on an empty stomach as well. It's going to be a fingerprint if you're going to do the test yourself. If you're tired all the time, if you've got irritability, if you've got foggy brain, there's definitely can be a thyroid problem. You can also look up your chart. You can just go, you know, what's my astrological chart? I want to know all the signs. But you can also do it at astro.com. You can also do it from my website at Askhollyhall.com. Or you can get a mini reading by me at Askhollyhall.com. Now, I'm not a medical professional, so please do your own due diligence. If it's optimum, but it's on the low end, okay, or if it's optimum and it's really close to being off, that would be your T3 and your T4, then all you want to do is change your diet. If you do have a thyroid issue, you want to listen to this. You're not going to like this, but this is going to solve all of your problems. And it's also going to put you in a very deep spiritual place because it's going to force you to let go of attachments. These are the foods that you have to avoid. Dairy is number one, gluten and sugar. Yes, basically any foods that have toxins on it, specifically foods that are GMO or pesticide laden. Even your clothing, you want to wear as much natural clothing as possible. And your products too, your makeup and your hair. I've had a thyroid problem for over 25 years, and I've got a very unusual one, and I've had to quit most of that. Almost all that. The clothing, I've still got kind of like 60-40. 60% I've got all cotton, all hemp, all linen base, and then I've still got, you know, things like this scarf, etc., or undergarments, etc., that may not be 100% cotton. But I am dairy-free, I'm gluten-free, and most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm sugar-free. You also have to be alcohol-free. I know, that one's a hard one for me too, because when I'm vacationing, when I go out with friends, I want to have a drink or something. But I've cut that down like a ton, and I'm working on it being 100%. But baby steps, guys, because this is a spiritual journey as well. Remember that. It's about your throat chakra. You want to do things like humming. It's very soothing for the throat, and it's healing for the throat as well. You might want to wear certain necklaces or certain stones that can help around the throat chakra. You want to have your voice. You want to either you put that in a diary or a journal, or you start telling people how you feel without an enormous amount of anger, but you start speaking your truth. And look for people that speak the same language that you do. That's not easy for me. I've got a lot of Uranus in my chart as well, which means I have a very unique way of thinking, and I haven't really found my tribe that way. But all my clients are, which I love. I love working with my clients, talking to my clients on a regular basis, because they speak my language or they want to learn more to speak the language that I have as well. I know this was long-winded, but 5 minutes, it can change your health and it can change the way you feel. Askhollyhall.com. Namaste.